And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia, and welcome to another round of best bets, multis, Nickbet, whatever you want to call it. Round 22, I'm going to provide you with my best rugby league bets of the round. There are some juicy games this weekend with some juicy odds, and I think if you like to have a gamble and you like to have a bet on the rugby league, same game multis, then I'm going to try and provide some good bets for you guys for the week ahead, man. Uh, yes, but of course, if you're new around here, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate that. The channel's been growing in a very positive way lately, so let's try and continue that form and momentum and just keep gaining subscribers, and I really appreciate everyone for tuning in, man. I know it's a bit late to be doing a stream. It's 9:08 p.m., July 31st, but I probably won't be live again until late tomorrow night when I'm at Leichhardt for Tigers Cowboys. But hello to the chat. Who we got in the chat? We got Will. We got Sport Music God. We got Riley. We got Jason. Will. We got Josh Rabbitohs. We got everyone rolling in the live chat. Hope you're all doing good. Let's just get into it, guys. We've got some bets for the weekend, our best bets and same game multis and whatnot. And I'll start with the first game, man, which is obviously tomorrow night, and I'm going to be there. We've got the Tigers and the Cowboys. Now, I know the Tigers have got a phenomenal record at Leichhardt over the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are 2-11, I think. So it's not a great stomping ground for the Cowboys, but times change. New players come in. So a lot of them probably aren't really familiar with that record. But it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to being there. Am I nervous? No, I'm not, Jimmy. I'm not. I'm expecting a good result. But my multi for this game, I'm just going to be a little bit biased here as a Cowboys fan. I think we win. And my multi for the game, I've gone 3 try scorers. I'm going to go Kyle Feldt on the right wing, Jeremiah Nanai on the right edge, second row. And I like a bit of value for this game just because it's the Tigers and anyone can probably score against them. I'm going to take Sam McIntyre. That'll give you a total of $23.85. I think that's a fairly nice multi, man. Felt, Nanai, McIntyre. It's solid. I think it's a really good bet. I'm going to go with that to start the round. If you have $5 on that, you're looking at like $105 or something. So it's a really solid bet. All right, moving on to the next game. Also in the live chat, shout out to Entertain House. Hope you're well, bro. All right, on to the Warriors versus Eels game. Yeah, look, I found this game hard to find value because, well, Parramatta are paying about $4, and I don't see them winning in New Zealand. So I've gone a safe try scorer, one that's due, and I've gone a little bit of value. So I'm going to take Dallin Watene-Zelezniak and Chanel Harris-Tavita. Warriors at the line, minus 9.5. You're getting $7.09. So basically, if you don't know what the line means, minus 9.5, the Warriors need to win practically by 10 or more. And I think they will. They should beat the Eels by 10 or more. I'll be surprised if they don't. So Dallin Watene-Zelezniak to score on the right wing. I think there's a big chance this week with Sean Johnson back in the side. And Harris-Tavita on the left edge. Maybe he'll find a try off a left foot step or something like that. Maybe he'll support on the inside. DWZ, CHT, Warriors to win by 9.5. Covered a lot. That's a good line. $7.09. I think it's a solid bet. I think it's a solid bet. So if you guys like that one, there you go, $7. Now, Friday night in Perth, Dolphins Roosters. Now, obviously, with the game being in Perth, It's going to be different, man. They're going to play on a completely different stadium, different oval. Um, I think it's going to be daytime when it kicks off because it's 8 o'clock here in New South Wales. So it'll be 5 o'clock in Perth. So it's technically a day game, but it goes into the night. This game might have some unexpected try scorers, but I'm going to go a little bit safe. I think Jermaine Osako is due, and I do like him in this game. Let me just say as well, Osako, $2.30 anytime on Ladbrokes is just ridiculous odds. I feel like he has to score, and he's due. And I'm going to take Joseph Suoli'i because I worry about Avarillo's defense. So give me Osako into Suoli'i, $7.46. You're getting a right winger and you're getting a left center for $7.46. I think that's really nice. I think that's a really good bet. And I'm going to have something on that for sure. It's a good bet. You put 10 on it, you win like $74. So solid bet. All right, Titans and Broncos. This is probably my favorite bet of the weekend. This is probably my favorite bet of the entire weekend. I actually love this bet. This game could have it could be like a 32-28 or a 42-30 type game. This is my favorite bet. I think it's paying the most out of all my bets. This is juicy as. David Fafita to score against his old team. He'll be up for a big game. Jaden Campbell, he's always thereabouts, and I feel like the Broncos' defense can be a bit lazy, so Jaden Campbell could crash over. And I think Ezra Mam has a good record against the Titans in scoring. That will give you 25.69. This is a great multi. I know free try scorers is a risk, and it might be a bit of a gamble, but that's why it's called gamble responsibly and whatnot. But David Fafita against his old team, Jaden Campbell just doesn't mind a try here and there, and Ezra Mam, I mean, if the Broncos are struggling, Ezra Mam might just go, give me the ball and I'll do something. And Ezra Mam does like a try, so $25.69 for that. I think it's value, man. I'm gonna have a cheeky $5-10 on that, man. Like it's a solid bet. I think it's one of my favorites of the weekend. Now, Melbourne and St. George, tough game to find value, and I know a lot of people probably are struggling to have a bet on this Melbourne and St. George game. I totally get it, but I found something that I think a lot of people will have a nibble at. I think the Dragons at the line at 19.5 is unbelievable. So, Dragons, I don't think they'll be winning the game. They're paying like $6 to win. I think they can lose by less than 20. I think they can. And I think Eli Katoa on that right edge, I think he scored 4 in his last 5 games against the Dragons. So, he likes a meat pie. And Jaden Sewer just seems to be scoring a lot lately for the Dragons, and he's probably been their best player the last month. So, Eli Katoa and Jaden Sewer, Dragons to cover the line, 19.5, $18.04. That's juicy. For a game that everyone thinks Melbourne will win well, I think Dragons can lose by 20 or less. Give me Katoa, who's just seems to be hot at scoring tries, and Sewer, he's the Dragons probably their best player. So I'm going to take that. $18.04. I think that's a very good rugby league bet. Now, Cronulla versus South Sydney, probably a bit like the Melbourne Dragons game. Hard to find value. Souths are paying about $3.80, I think, to win. Look, I think Cronulla will win. It's just a matter of trying to work out by how much. Down there in the Shire, you'd think they'd win somewhat comfortably, but we've seen funnier things happen in the NRL this season. But look, I don't know why I'm going to back him, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to throw something on Will Kennedy. I don't know why I'm doing it. Will Kennedy can be. He's a risky player to back, and I'm going to take Jacob Gagai as well. Will Kennedy and Jacob Gagai to both score. Sharks at the line. I'm going to take them at 5.5. So Sharks to win by 6 or more. $7.50. Now, that is juicy odds, man. Will Kennedy, he just loves to score tries here and there. And he's due as well. Jacob Gagai, I don't think he's scored for like 2 or 3 weeks now. I feel like he can crash over on the wing. And Mulatalo's not there, so he's up against Stone Street, I think. So he could probably score on a young rookie who's played like 2 games. So Kennedy and Gagai, Sharks to win by 6 or more, $7.50. Pretty nice bet. I think it's a really nice bet. Now, Sunday. One of the hardest games to find a good bet on, but I've been digging into it and I've been looking for it and I've found a good one. Panthers will beat the Knights. There's no question about it. Will they beat them by a lot? They should, but I'm going to be a little bit safe here. Panthers at the line. I'll take the Panthers 11.5. So they got to win by 12 or more. They bloody should. Give me Brian Toto on the wing. He didn't score last week, and I feel like playing against a team that's worse than the Dragons in the Knights, I feel like he can score. And give me Jerome Luai. I backed Jerome Luai last week. He didn't score. But this week, I'm going to jump on him again. Brian Toto and Jerome Luai. Panthers to win by 12 or more. It's paying $6.21. It's a little bit short. And I understand why people wouldn't bet on this game, but Toto and Luai, Panthers by 12 or more, surely, right? $6.21. Not a bad bet. Not a bad bet at all. Now, Dogs Raiders. I got no idea what's going to happen here. I think the Dogs will win, but the Raiders have won like the last 8 or 9 against them. So, bit of a bogey team for the Dogs. Not going to go any line multis in this one. I'm just going to go Jacob Preston because I swear he always scores against the Raiders. I swear he does. And I do it every week. He hasn't scored for weeks. I don't know why I back him every week, but I'm going to do it. Jacob Preston and Matt Timoko, $10.28. I don't know why I do it to myself. Timoko, I'm nervous. I'm nervous to back him, but I'm going to do it. Preston and Timoko, $10.28. Juicy price. Now we'll get to my bonus multis that you guys may like as well. Read my bets. I will, Hayden. I will. Oh, no, not again, Tomoko. Yes, I worry about it myself. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. Now, my margin multi, so, my 1 to 12, 13 plus bet. I've gone 4 games. I know that's probably a little bit too much. I probably should have went 2 or 3, but there isn't a lot of value this weekend. Like, according to the bookies, according to the market, they reckon 5 or 6 games are going to be 13 plus. So there isn't a lot of value for 1 to 12, but I found a good bet, and I'm gonna throw this out there, and you guys can jump on if you want. It's your choice, but I'm gonna have something on it. So if you don't win, you weren't the only one on it. But this is what we're gonna go with. We're gonna go Cowboys 13 plus tomorrow night, Warriors 13 plus against the Eels, Panthers 13 plus against the Knights, and we're gonna take the Dogs 1 to 12, $19.39. If the Cowboys overcome the Leichhardt Oval demon, they can put the Tigers to the sword. If the Warriors are on and the Eels just don't show up and they're still on the plane, the Warriors should put the cleaners through them. Panthers at home against the Knights. Knights just look terrible. Panthers practically got their full team in. They should smash the Knights. And Dogs Raiders, a lot of people are thinking 13 plus for the Dogs, but I feel like the Raiders, with Fogarty in the team and their record against the Dogs, won 8 or 9 in a row against them, Dogs can win 1 to 12. So $19.39 is actually pretty insane odds for that. So that's my margin multi of the round. Now, let me give you my final bet, my best bet of the weekend. I think you guys are going to actually love this. I love this bet a lot. Anytime try scorers. Jeremiah Nanai, the Hammer, David Fafita, not Jojo Fafita, David Fafita, and Brian Toto, $15.65. Nenai has a ridiculous try-scoring record against the Tigers. I think he can score tomorrow night. The Hammer, I just feel like if the Hammer gets in the open space or if he is on the inside, he could score a try. David Fafita against the Broncos. I mean, the Broncos at the moment, they can't defend anything. And Fafita, the Titans love that left edge. I think he can crash over. And Brian Toto on the wing against the Knights, who are just absolutely terrible. I think it's a lock, bro. $15.65. So I'm going to go with that. And Hayden has... What do you sent me, Hayden? You said read my bets for each game. All right, we'll do. But guys, they're my multis. Now, what's Hayden sent in the chat here? What's he got here? Tracy Fox Strange, $24. I've been on Ethan Strange a lot, and if he doesn't, like, I swear he'll score this week now that I haven't done it. McInnes anytime, yeah. If South Middle is terrible, which it tends to be, I like it. Meany, Tupolotu, Anderson, I like that. If Meany goes in, I'll really rate it. $11 is good. Titans 12.5. Walsh and JoJo, yeah, that's Walsh is probably going to score, isn't he? Angus and Asako. I'm with you with Asako. Angus, I can see. I was on him last week though, but I don't mind that. Warriors win into Bryce Cartwright. Cartwright's due, so I don't mind it. Felt Drinkwater into under 23. Total points under 23. Wow. All right. Not bad. Not bad. But guys, that's where things are going to come to an end here. Thank you for watching my best bets of the round and whatnot, multis and stuff. Appreciate you all for tuning in. I know it was a bit of a late stream, but we've had a fairly good crowd here. We had about 18, 20 people here at one point, so I can't really complain. But it's nearly 9:30 at night. But in case you guys don't remember, I'm going to be at Leichhardt Oval tomorrow for the Tigers-Cowboys game. There will be a vlog. It's going to be a great night. Looking forward to it. Hopefully we can get the win and overcome the Leichhardt problem. But thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe. See us in the probably the review tomorrow from Leichhardt. Have a good one.